Shall we solve the next question, children? Here is your next bar graph. Okay. The next bar graph says the given bar graph shows the amount spent by Avinash on different items on a certain day. Okay, and here is the bar diagram. And this is the amount that is spent in rupees. Okay. Fine. So these are the items. Fine. Now let us describe what are these items given. So this is sweets. Okay. This is books. This is food. This is the bus fare. And the first one is savings. Fine. So now we need to answer these questions. So the first question asks, how much more money did Avinash spend on food than on books? Okay. The second question, how much would Avinash have saved if he had not bought any sweets? Third question. How much money did Avinash spend altogether? Next question. If Avinash had already lent 40 rupees to his brother at the start of the day, how much money did he have at first? And the last question, Avinash had taken 3 similar trips by bus that day. What was his bus fare for each trip? Okay. So did you understand, children? So here the amount spent by Avinash on different items on a given day. So now we will categorize it first. So first is the savings, then comes the bus fare, then comes the food, then the books, and finally sweets. Okay. So how much did he spend for his savings was only 25 rupee. Okay. Then his fare was 75 rupee. The food was 90 rupee. The books was 55 rupee. And the sweets worked out to 35 rupee. Okay. Fine. So now first we will calculate what is the total amount of rupees spent by him that day. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 7, 11, 11 plus 9, 20, 20 plus 5, 25, 25, 26, 27, 28. So which means that total amount was 280. But here we need to see that this is the savings amount. This is the savings, right? So which means that the amount which he had is rupee 280, in which his savings was 25. So therefore, the expenses that he made, so 10 minus 5 is 5, 7 minus 2 is 5 and 2. So which means he made total of 255 rupees as expenses, 25 rupees was a saving and 280 is the total amount that he had. Fine. So now we have figured out these questions well given from the information provided. How much more money did Avinash spend on food than books? So let us see. For food he had spent 90 rupees and for books he had spent 55 rupees. So 10 minus 5 is 5 and 8 minus 5 3. So which means that he had spent 35 rupees more on food than on books. So your right answer is 35 rupees. Clear? Coming to the next one, how much would Avinash have saved if he had not bought any sweets? So we know that for sweets he had spent how much? 35 rupees, right? So now how much would he have saved? How much would he have saved? So this is the total amount. He had spent an amount of 255 rupees, right? So now how much would he have saved? So his saving was already 25 rupees. Okay, his savings was already 25 rupees. Now if it would have added this another 35 rupees, then 5 plus 5 10, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6. So if he had not purchased the sweets, he would have saved an amount of 60 rupees. So this will have been 25 plus 35. So your answer is rupee 60. Okay. The next is, how much money did Avinash spend altogether? So as I said, how much is the amount he spent? It is 255 because the 25 rupees is a part of his savings. So we cannot write this amount. We have to write the expense amount. Okay. So the amount is 255 rupees. Okay. The next question is, if Avinash had already lent 40 rupees to his brother at the start of the day, how much money did he have at first? So this is the amount which he had earlier, right? So we need to add and see. So he had an amount of 280 rupees in which he had already lent 40 rupees to his brother. So 280 plus 40. So 0, 8 plus 4, 12, 1 plus 2, 3. So which means that he should have had an amount of 320 with him at the beginning of the day. Clear? Is it clear? Okay. The last question says, Avinash had taken 3 similar trips by bus that day. What was his bus fare for each trip? So the total of bus fare was 75 rupees. Okay. And he had taken 3 trips. So which means for 3 trips it costed him 75. We need to find out what was the value for each trip. So which means that it will be 75 divided by 3. So if we divide 75 by 3, 3 into 2 is 6 and 3 into 5 is 15. So which means that he had spent 25 rupees each time for his trip. Is it clear, children? So did you understand this question? It was tricky but easy to solve, right? So the only point where you would have got confused is with this amount. So once you are able to identify this, then the rest becomes easy. Clear? So shall we move to the next question with the same pattern?